close your eyes and shift that lovely body weight forwards and back. So if you can, keep your eyes closed, and if you can, when you rock forwards, let your heels lift a centimetre. When you rock back, let the ball of your foot and your toes lift a centimetre. If you need to open your eyes, you can, but just see if you can slow things down a bit and transfer the weight into the ball of your foot, let your heels come up. Transfer the weight into your heels, let the balls of your feet come up. And just try that a little bit bigger than we normally do. Not faster, just a bit more deliberate. Pause, and then let's go left and right in the centre. Feet hip width parallel, shifting the weight from side to side. Oops, let's just turn those down a bit. I look like I've got a little halo. There we go, still got a halo. And as you rock, draw up on your knees, your thighs, your bottom, your pelvic floor, lift up through the tummy, lift up through your waist. Let the heart float up and the shoulders just hang and the chin retract a little. Draw your chin back while you rock, make 5 jowly chins. Ease off, come to the centre, still squeezing your legs. Lift that breastbone, turn your face to the right, inhale. Take it down and across your chest and smoothly round to your left, heart lifted, inhale. Down and across, round to the right. Shoulders are open, inhale. Exhale, down and across and around. Come centre, left ear to left shoulder, have a circle or a nod. Stretch out the side of your neck. And then when you're there, start to circle your shoulder round. Lift it up, roll it back, press it down. Good, good, good. And then inhale. Roll the chin into the middle of your chest, soften your knees a little bit. Engage the pelvic floor and tummy some more. Exhale as you start to roll down. Stop if you need to. Let your body hang. Give your head a shake. Inhale. And push with your feet. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your bottom, roll your spine up, vertebra at a time. Sweep your arms, look up. Are you ready? Swing. Coming up onto your, onto your toes, and again, swing. Look straight forwards, drop your shoulders, and again, swing. Nice and treacly. 3 more. Knees pointing over the toes, don't let them waggle in. 1 more time. And then coming down into standing, feet are still parallel, roll your shoulders round. Pull up through the centre, right ear to right shoulder, have a wiggle of your head, nose goes round in a circle, stretch the side of your neck here. Just move this out of the way. And then leading your head there, start to circle your opposite shoulder by lifting it forwards, then up, then back and round. Good. I'm sitting at the desk a lot today working. One more time. Reach down. Inhale. Strong legs. Roll the chin down into the middle of your chest. Soften your knees. Lift your pelvic floor. Inhale. And then give me your roll down. Head, neck, shoulders. Keeping the weight in the balls of your feet a little bit. When you get down there, soft toes. Give your head a shake. Breathe in. Push with your legs and curl your spine. Use your thighs, use your bottom. Roll up. Sweep your arms out and up. Look up. Bring the arms wide. Roll your shoulders back. Take the weight onto your left foot. Slide the right tippy toes forwards. Head and shoulders above your pelvis, so no leaning back. I always think on the camera it looks like I'm leaning back. Stay upright. And then circle your foot round. Get a big ankle movement going on. Steady breathing, steady gaze. And then from here, if you can do it, lift that knee up, stay in balance. Take it across, bring it to the center, keep your head and gaze still. Take it out, bring it through to the center. Take it across to the center, one more time, out. Take it up behind you and see if you can take hold of the big toe joint base across the foot or the trouser leg or the ankle. Let the knee hang, squeeze both cheeks, tuck your tail under, no sinking into the supporting hip. So you're working that knee back, yes, but you're keeping your pelvis level, and breathe. Squeeze both cheeks. So if you missed Monday night's Zoom, I didn't record Monday night because I hadn't sought permission from everybody first, but I did record Wednesday morning's Zoom and I will be putting it up on the page. So if you want to do an extra class, you can do those. So that's the plan, is to do some things by Zoom and some things by Facebook Live, and then you can have the recordings and join in, but it just means I can give feedback to people that want it. So slowly release this leg, take it forwards, pull your toes up, bend your supporting leg so you're sort of squatting down, keeping the weight back in your heel. Place this heel lightly on the floor, hands on the bent thigh, fold forwards. So you're making an L shape, a hairpin shape. You're lifting your tail up, your toes are up, your tail's up, and you've got to stretch down the back of your leg. Keep your tummy in and turn the toes in, turn the knees in. Turn them out. If it's easy for you, sit back a little bit more weight in your heel, a bit more bottom out and sink down a little bit further. And then foot to center, pull up on that kneecap, squeeze your front thigh, drop your shoulders, folks, and then rock forwards and uncurl. Shake out your legs. Take the attention and the weight onto your right foot, which is parallel. Left one goes out in front, head and heart lifted. Lift your foot, circle it round. Good. And then you can lift that leg up. Inhale, no leaning back. Take it across. Tummy held back here. Through the middle. Take it out to the side. Click your hips. Through the middle. Take it across. Through the centre. So you're just throwing yourself off balance a bit, really. Take it out. And then scoot the foot up behind you if you can. Hold something if you need to. Let the knee hang. Start to squeeze your bottom, tuck your pelvis under. Can you feel and see whether you're any different on this side? So when I look in the camera now, I can see I'm obviously tighter on this side because look, my body's twisted. So turn your ribs to the front, let the shoulder move, the shoulder joint, but not the rib cage. Oh, and that corrects an awful lot. Squeeze your bottom, both cheeks, draw the knee back and breathe. Stay steady gaze, stay with it. And allow that muscle to lengthen, allow it to let go. So, move slowly, release your foot, bring it through, lift your leg. Pull your toes up towards you. The leg you're standing on, which I think is your right one, bend your knee, sink back into the heel, and then let the heel that's in the air touch the floor. Fold over so your hands are on the thigh of your bent leg. This front leg is straight, you're drawing up on your knee, you're squeezing your thigh, and you are drawing your tummy in. Now stick your bottoms out. Try and create a little arch in your lower back. Chest open, shoulders down. Looking towards the floor so the back of the neck is long and you're not pinching your neck to try and see me. And then turn your leg inwards. Feel the different stretch up the kind of inside of the hamstring. turn the leg outwards. Ooh. Sit back a little bit lower if you want to. Front leg is doing all the work. Back leg is doing all the stretching. And then toes to the centre, knees pointing up, and rock forwards and uncurl your spine. Shake out. Now, if you've got your band, great, you're going to grab it. If you don't wish to, no bother. Hold it in front of you as if you're holding a tray. Elbows tucked in at your waist, not behind you. So just in front of your waist, not kind of level or back, just slightly in front. Palms turned up, thumb with a light grip. Inhale. As you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other and feel your upper back activate. Come back into the centre. Go again. Squeeze your thighs, upper back. Inhale, centre. And again. So notice, if you are stronger in one arm, it might be that you end up doing a bicep curl. So if you're right-handed, a lot of people end up with their right hand higher. I'm exaggerating. But just look at your hands, make sure they're level. You're not doing weird things with the wrist alignment. The wrist, the hand and the forearm are in line so that you're not doing an extension with the wrist. Now, are you squeezing your thighs and your bottom and your tummy? Good. Twice more. Squeeze. Keep those elbows in. One more, go there and stay. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, small pulsing action. Last 4, last 3, last 2, and release. Pop your band down, you're going to use it again in a moment. Just circle your wrists around. Feet hip width and parallel again. Relax your arms by your side. And then nip your waist in, tighten your abdominals and start with a really chilled out twist. Nice and relaxed. I don't mean your core is relaxed, I mean your arms are relaxed and it's nothing too big. If you feel safe to, start to make it a little bit more adventurous and let your arms hit you. So it's a bit more of a whip round with your core and your back doing the work. Just a few more. Let your head turn. Begin to wind it down, slowly back to the centre. Excellent. So standing at the back of your mat, taking a deep breath in, trying not to tread on the dog. Inhale. Exhale, soften the knees a little bit, lift up through the pelvic floor and the tummy. If you're safe to do so, roll down. If you don't wish to, then by all means stride forwards with a big lunge and lower yourself down. From here, you're going to walk out 1, 2, 3, 4 without looking at the mat because we know it's here. Hands wide, hello darling. Let your bottom lift and push yourself back. Ribs sinking towards your thighs, letting the calves stretch. Hold it for a moment. Check the index finger is down for me and the inner elbows are drawing towards each other. And then if you're able to, one of those little heel toe things, but slow. So you've got time to kind of go, oh, hello left calf, how are you? And then, right one, does that feel any different? And then go again. Keep pushing your hands away. So the energy is coming out of the floor. It's not that you're pressing into the floor and hanging on the floor. You're kind of lifting away from it with both your feet and your hands. And then come up onto your toes, bend both knees quite deeply, stick your bottom out and sink your ribs towards the bent legs. They may touch, they may not. And then you're drawing your inner elbows towards each other, like there's a bit of elastic between the creases of your elbows. Turning your armpits to face each other, so the shoulder blades are spread apart. And then inhale. Exhale, lower yourself as if you're coming onto all fours. Let the head come in line and keep your knees just lifted off the floor. Just lifted. So they could move around if you wish them to. Hold it here and spread your shoulder blades apart. Tuck your pelvis under for me and round your back like a cat curl. And then release your tail and stick your bottom out. We don't normally do this. Tuck your pelvis under. Give me a little cat curl. Your knees are low. Release. If you need to stop, stop. Stick your bottom out and arch. Twice more. Lift your pelvic floor inside. Draw your pelvis under. Squeeze your tummy up. And then release and arch. Are you keeping your head still? Tuck under. Find neutral. Place your knees down. Sit back and have a little rest into your wrists. Child's pose. So cushion could go behind your knees if you need to. Breathe deep. Max has got his head hiding underneath the settee. Do you think the lights are a bit bright for him? Hey. Oh, is it a bit bright out here? Hello, puppy. Take a deep breath in. And then uncurl your spine. Head coming up. Take hold of your band if you've got it. Now, if you don't wish to use your band or you haven't got it, you can do tricep push-ups on the floor or at the wall, or you could do kickbacks just like that with a little weight or a wine bottle. But you're going to kneel, a full wine bottle by the way, a full one. You're going to kneel on the band, have it sticking out the side. You're going to sling it over your shoulder like a handbag. Obviously the shorter the band, the harder you're going to be working. So if it's too sore on your joints, make it sloppy. And then you point the elbow up, but keep it close to your head. Your other hand is going to help you keep it back. Then with your bottom tight, your tummy tight, your ribs tucked down, here we go. You straighten and bend. Straighten. Now go slowly on the way down. Straighten, control. If it's too easy, please make it a bit shorter. Control. Straighten, control. Good. So the elbow stays close in. You don't want to let it out here. Rib cage anchored down. Pelvic floor and tummy lifted a little bit. Nice and controlled. Last out. Come on. Just two more, folks. One more. And slowly release. Sit back. Give your hands a little bit of a break. Grab your band or not. Come up to high kneeling. Arms out in front of you. Inhale. One arm. Pull it out to the side with the elbow just slightly kinked. Draw the shoulder blade towards the spine. Come back into the middle, but keep a bit of tension here. Other arm going out. Come back into the center. Single arm. Feel the shoulder blade moving. Keeping your body and your torso still. You're just moving the arm. And center. Exhale. Drop those shoulders down. Retract your chin. Make the back of your neck lovely and long. Controlled through the core. One arm. Squeeze. And center. Keep the tension. Squeeze. Keep the tension. Squeeze. Out. And center. And again. Squeeze. And center. Last two. Wrist is level. Try not to kink the wrist. Now both arms. You're not going to like me for this. Squeeze. Simon didn't say. Control it back. Again, breathe out. Drop your shoulders, relax your neck, draw your shoulders down your back. And back in. Last two, Liz. And in. Come on, Joe, one more. Open out the chest. That doesn't mean poke your ribs out. Bring it back in. And sit back for a moment, maybe do your hands, maybe stretch them with your hands low in prayer position, or maybe pull your hands apart and do a little bit of rotation there, just so the fingers and the wrists and the forearms don't overgrip. Nice. And then, kneeling, other arm. Remember, you can go back to the wall if you want to. You can do tricep push-ups on all fours or half position, or even full ones if you wish. Sling it over your shoulder, point your elbow up and keep it close in. If your arm's tight, you might need to encourage it back a bit, but as you encourage it back, Watch, that's not happening with your spine. It's the shoulder that's moving. So this is held. Here we go. Thump the ceiling, tickle your shoulder blade. Thump the ceiling, control it down. Elbow close in, control it down. Good. Squeeze your thighs and bottom. Keep that elbow close to your face, and both directions are under tension. That's it. Good. Straighten and bend and straighten and bend. Notice if you started with your favourite arm, you may have just been doing mirror image and following me, or you might have started with your stronger one and now you're regretting it. Last. Smooth. Smoothly down. Last two. Up. Control. One more. Up. Control it down. Release. Oh. Move your band out of the way. Move your wrists around if you wish. Stretch out your fingers. Now, coming onto all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Or come forwards into a half position, or come onto your toes into a full position. You're ready to rock and roll. Elbows in. Push the floor away. I know that's really mean. Down and lift. Shoulders down. You can do it. And lift. Elbows in and lift. The good news is we're not doing many. I'm looking for psychological determination now. Down and lift. Move your body as a whole. Don't let your head hang. Down and lift. Last two. One more. And then taking your knees wide, really wide. Bottom back towards your heels. Ooh, sink back, stretch out your arms, sink your chest towards the floor. You can use your hands to push back a little bit and get a bit more weight in your hips. And then walking your hands in, coming up to kneeling. From this position, take your hands forwards a little bit. Find your half plank. So you're on the kneecaps. If you need a towel under your knees, put one there. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your bottom, squeeze your tummy. And with minimal twisting and with minimal rocking, come down onto a forearm, come down onto the other forearm, come up onto a hand, come up onto a hand. Change right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. If you want to be on your toes, you can. Left, right, shoulders down, look at the floor. Right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, hips down a bit. One more pair each side. Try not to twist. And then come down onto your forearms. Go into Cossack style forearms. You're on your knees. You're squeezing your thighs. Your forearms are across the mat. And then bend your heels up in the air. Twist over onto your side with your arm in the air. Ta-da! That was easy, wasn't it? Straighten out your top leg and give me a circle round. With your neck lovely and long and in line, so you're not trying to correct the world with your head up here. Head in line with the spine. Slow movement. Change direction. Round we go. If this is too much for your shoulders and hips, please lie on your side in a straight line. And then take the foot down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift. Only to go. Knee pointing forwards. 2 more. One more. Bend the knee, thread the needle through, open out, hip down, hip up. Thread the needle through, open out, hip down and up. If you want, leg in the air, open out, hip down, hip up. Last time, go through, open out, hip down, hip up. Bend your knees, release down, onto your side, yabba dabba do. Head in hands, neutral spine, knees together. We're gonna twist. Hello, Max. Hello, darling. Hey. And then back you come. Lift your elbow up, rotate round. Do you think you're going to get tickled every time? Yes. He's going grey round his mouth, bless him. Oh, sorry, am I disturbing you? Twist. And back. Couple more, leaving your knees together, rotating. Up and back you come. One more, up and over. So remember which side you are on, which side you've done, and roll onto your back for me. There you go. You can lie on there, look. So with your knees cuddled into your chest, rock them in and out. Circle them round. And then circle them round the other way. Good. So we've done a lot of work on our side, for our arms, for our shoulders, for our backs. Take one foot to the floor, take the other foot to the floor. Find your neutral spine with your knees hip width and your pelvis level. Arms are relaxed by your side, shoulder blades are tucked under, head central. If you need a cushion, so be it, but don't stick your chins up and look over your head through your eyebrows. I want your head level if you can. You're going to take a breath in. You're going to exhale and fold one knee up to 90 degrees. Bring it back down like a feather. We're just getting the gas fired up here. Inhale down. Exhale, knee fold. Bring it back down like a feather. Change to the other leg. Don't let the thigh come more than vertical. I don't want to see it coming into here. It's just above the hip socket and then down with a light landing. Fold in. Down with a light feather. Fold in. So for most of you, this is pretty straightforward. If you've got any kind of back issue, please feel free to stay with it. You'll be getting the advantage of nipping your waist in, of keeping your pelvis still and starting to think, yeah, you've got some good control going on here. But if you feel you want to work a little bit more intensely, fold one leg up, keep the natural arch behind your waist. Take a breath here. Tighten your tummy and fold the second leg up so it looks like you're on a hard back chair. Take your arms up, relax your shoulders. Let's go one arm over as you exhale. Inhale, lift. Other arm over as you exhale. Inhale, lift. Now listen, one foot to floor and lift. Other foot to floor and lift. Go again, one arm like round a clock face. Each limb. Other arm over, keeping the ribs down and lift. Exhale, foot to floor and lift, and then other foot to floor. Now we do opposite arm and leg. This is where you've got to really focus on keeping the base of your ribs anchored down, the little gap behind your waist, the thighs relaxed. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, light top of the foot. If you wish, double arm, single leg. And lift. Just two more. Exhale. Inhale. One more. You're going to stay up. Inhale. You could put your feet on the floor, but I want you to tuck your pelvis under wherever your legs are, whether they're up or down. And then retract your chin for me. Fold from underneath your chest and curl up. Now your hands come either side of your legs. Give them a little pull if you need to. And if you need a hand behind your head for support, that's okay. Let's go. Single arm and leg. You have not moved your head or your torso. Bring it in. Other arm and leg, sort of 45 degrees. Tighten the quads. Bring it in. Change diagonal. Exhale. Inhale. Let the arm go behind the line of the head. You can put your head down if you need to. You're imprinted. Yeah, so modify if you need to. We're in a pelvic tilt. Even if you're down here on the floor doing an alternating knee lift, that's fine as long as you're imprinted. Hello, Tinker. And then, if you can, double arm, single leg. Exhale. Come on over here. Inhale. And again, double arm, single leg. Inhale, lie down. Double arm, single leg. I'm being attacked. Head still curled up. If you want to, double arms, double legs. Max wants to join in. Come on, you're rubbish at these. Inhale, double arms, double legs. Inhale, and again. Twice more. Carol, you need to come and control your dog. One more. Exhale, and release your head down, cuddle your knees in and circle them round. Super duper. So we've done some work in neutral, some work in an imprint, and Max has been very, very good. Oh yes. 11-year-old Max, aren't you? Take your right leg up, take your left leg down. Stretch it up there. And let's have a little point and flex. I know. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. This is preparation. Bring your other leg in, slide your first one down, unfurl it, straighten it, point and flex. You don't have to go. And then take both legs up. Now, holding either the back of your thighs if you need to, or without, you're going to inhale, exhale, and curl up. Let me just put him out the door. Come on, you're trouble. Curl up with your head, neck, and shoulders. Come on. Racking the joint. So your legs are up here, you've curled up, and you're either reaching past them or you're holding them. Now, lower one leg down and lift it back up. Are you neutral or imprint? Lower your other leg down. I hope you're an imprint. Exhale, reach past your legs or pop a hand behind your head and lift. Now, can you? Some of you will be able to, some of you won't want to. Some of you will have your knees bent and you'll just do this, a little rock away and in. Some of you will go down and lift and down and lift. So we're playing with levers. Please feel free to just modify, put your head down, keep your head up, play around with it. Please don't strain. I want you to exhale, inhale. If you've got a bad back, you aren't going to do straight legs, are you? Not a good idea. Squeeze your bottom, lift. Last 400. And lift. Last 300. 2 more. One more time. And then, with either your legs bent or straight, take them down to there, or to there, or to there, and then breathe. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, imprint. 2, 4, 5, palms up. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. 2, 3, 5. You're just holding a position wherever your legs are. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pump your arms 4. Palms up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play with the leg position. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 5. Last time, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And release. So wherever you are, relax. Let your head roll from side to side. Brilliant. Are we still talking to each other? I seem to have a very messy lounge. So have you changed ends? And if you haven't, could you? We're going to be here. Now, what did we do on our side? Can you remember? We were propped on our forearms, our knees were sloping away, we came up into a diagonal line, we put our heads in line, we drew our shoulders down. We held it here for a moment and we went, oh, this is okay. And then those that could straightened out their legs and circled. Stretching your head away, stretching your leg away. This underneath hip is, of course, holding you up, as is your waist. So if it's too much, you would come down onto your side and relax your shoulders, but keep the centre controlled. And then change direction if you haven't. Nice. Keep the legs straight and squeeze it so you can really feel you're circumnavigating that hip socket. The supporting shoulder is drawn down. Good. Those that can, you're going to lift and down, knee pointing forwards and down and again. Lift and down and again. Straight leg raise. This is up, or you're lying on your side. Please do not think I can't do anything here. You don't. You just modify it. Yeah. Lift and down. Last two. And then you can either bend your knee if you wish to, thread the needle and reach through, open out to the side and then let your hip come down. Lift again, twist underneath, open out and come down. Or those that want to, lift your leg, thread, open out, hip down, kiss the mat, lift, thread through, open out and down. We should be used to these. Lift, thread, open out, smile, bend your knee, control it down. So if you've been doing the plank challenge, you'll be thinking, that was fine. If you haven't, that's quite hard work. Knees are up a little bit, natural arch here. You're going to lift your elbow up and now release your spine as you twist. Breathe in the open position. Exhale, tighten your pelvic floor and your tummy and come back. Go again, lift your elbow. Roll onto the shoulder blades. Breathe in and then come back. So you're just allowing the upper body to twist, the shoulders to relax, the spine to spiral, the waist to release, the hips to let go. And back you come. 2 or 3 more. Last 2, lift up, melt across the shoulder blades, head heavy in your hands, turn your gaze. And back you come. And one more time, lift. Rotate. And then back onto your side, roll from there in your own time onto your back. So, a little bit of work for our bottoms and the back of our bodies, and to support our spine. I want you to have your knees bent, your feet hip width. Your feet are in line with your knee joint and your hip socket, and you're going to breathe in. Relax your shoulders. You're going to exhale, push down with a flat foot. Tuck your pelvis under, engage your bottom, hollow your belly, and then scoop it down and roll the pelvis off the floor, the waist off the floor, the ribs up off the floor, up to your shoulder blades. You're in a lovely diagonal line and the ribs are soft and your neck is relaxed. Take your arms up and over and hang them on the floor. And then melt the spine down, one vertebra at a time. Down you come. Bring your arms down last. Inhale. Exhale, push down with flat feet, squeeze your thighs bottom. Now we're going to modify it as we go along, and if you wish to retreat back to a sensible, straightforward shoulder bridge, then please be my guest. Take your arms up and over. Leave them in the air a smidge. Inhale. Leave your arms here as you roll down. So that for me always gives me a nice thoracic movement. Arms down last. Dig down into your heels. Lift the front of your feet up. Inhale. Push down with your heels, squeeze your thighs and your bottom. Hollow out the tummy and roll your spine up. Arms up to hug a tree. Let your right knee lean out without letting your pelvis rotate. Bring it up. Let your left knee turn out. Your toes are still in the air. And lift. And then right knee, centre, exhale, left knee, centre, exhale. As the right knee moves out, this left one isn't counterbalancing, is it? Up to the top, left knee, up to the top. Pause, place your feet down. Now, if your feet are a bit further away than you'd like them, see if you can do this. Fold one knee up to the ceiling. Bring it back down, control the landing. Try not to bring your feet in, mine are sneaking in. Fold your other leg up. Woohoo! Bring it back down with control. Change legs again. If you feel that you need your arms on the floor, please do. And down, keep the feet away from you a little bit, fold in. And down. One more pair, you're trying to catch that landing and not let the pelvis twist or rock. Then you change, good. Come back down, take both knees out and roll onto the edge of your feet. Bring both knees in and squeeze them. So your hips are going to stay high and you're going out and in and you're going to squeeze your bottom and bring your knees in. And you're going to squeeze your bottom out and bring your knees in. And take your knees out and in. One more time, take your knees out and in. Now then, drop your hips halfway, squeeze up and again drop halfway, squeeze up and again. It's like being in a Jane Fonda workout class. Halfway and lift. Listen carefully. It goes knees out, centre, halfway drop and lift. Knees out, knees in, halfway down. Let your ribs soften and lift. Knees out, knees vertical, drop halfway, squeeze up. One more. Knees out, ooh, and in, drop halfway, squeeze up. Take your arms over. Inhale. And see if you can roll your spine down one vertebra at a time. Now you have to really, really squeeze your bottom and tuck your pelvis to release the lower back as you come down. Slide one leg away, slide the other leg away, stretch and reach, push your hips in the air, wriggle around, and then flop. Allowing the head to roll from side to side. And then you're going to slide one heel in, slide the other heel in. Take your arms wide at shoulder level. Shuffle your feet to the right and twist your knees left. And let your knees hang apart. And then the left leg, which is underneath, if you can do it, put your ankle on top of your thigh. If that hurts your back, take it off. So you're using that left ankle and leg as a weight for the side of your hip and your waist. Your head is turning the other way to the knees and you're breathing deeply. And then you could take that top leg off or not and just bring the legs up. But I want you to still have your left ankle over your right thigh. Now, can you feel it's natural to go into a pelvic tilt? It's natural for the waist to be down, isn't it? So I want you to deliberately stick your bottom out and create a little hollow behind your back and pop your hand on that thigh and push it away. And for some of you, that will already be a bit of a hip or a buttock stretch. Flex your foot so your toes are pulled up. And that might be you. You might decide to just stay with that. Or you're going to grab the right leg and pull it up towards you. Drop your shoulders down. And your right foot is under your right knee, is under your right shoulder in that beautiful alignment. Deep breathing. And even though you are, of course, in an imprint, your spine is down, I want you to nudge your bottom down as if you're trying to get to neutral. as if you're trying to get a little bit of an arch behind your waist. And you'll have a better stretch for that. And then if you're holding your right leg, lean out to the right. And even if you're not holding it, if you're just down here on the floor, lean out to the right a bit with your thigh, but still push this left one away. And it will change the feeling in your bottom. Shoulders are relaxed. Elbows are soft. Biceps are working. And the leg that's helping is pulling up towards you. So you're not just relying on your arms. Now place the right foot back down on the floor. This left ankle is still across, okay? Slide it up to your hip a bit. So try and pull it up your leg. This might not suit you, so see how you get on. If it doesn't, I'll give you an alternative. The right foot that's on the floor, shuffle it over to the left. Keep this foot close up to your hip, and you could hold on to it with your hand, onto your ankle. Twist your knees now to the right, placing the sole of your left foot flat on the floor and pushing the knee away from you. So by pulling the foot up to your hip, pushing the knee away, it's kind of a stretch in the inside of this, I'll say the inside, but around the hip socket. If all of that's too much and you're thinking, I can't do that, then just uncross your legs and twist them the other way. Yeah, but if you can, you pull your heel up, you take your foot across, and you twist and splat your foot flat on the floor, pushing your knee away. This other leg is releasing to the floor. Breathe deep. You can keep hold of your ankle, it's not a problem. So for some of you, that'll feel sort of right in the side of the hip here. And then uncross your legs, bring your feet back to the middle, tuck your pelvis under a couple of times, release, pelvis neutral. Now remember which leg you just had where, take a breath in. Keep neutral spine, keep the P's level, fold one leg up to 90 degrees, fold the other leg up to 90 degrees, and then arms up, hug a tree. You could have your feet on the floor if you want to. One knee's going to go out to the side, lift it up to the top. Other knee's going out to the side, the first leg is still. Come up to the top. Go again, knee out, and up, knee out, and up. So the modification is your feet are on the floor and you're not letting your pelvis twist. So focusing on the quality is more important than whether or not your legs are in the air. For some of you, I want you to just stay where you are. For others, I want your knees together, feet together. You're going to inhale. You could do this with your feet on the floor. You're going to twist both knees to your left. Now notice your pelvis twisting. The weight has gone onto the left side. The right hip has come up and you're on a diagonal slope with your pelvis, yeah? Keep your shoulders flat. Inhale. Don't draw the knees up towards you. Keep them away. And then squeeze your tummy to bring your knees up to the centre. Have you got your natural arch? Inhale. Over we go the other way. Both knees are together, both feet are together. You're not letting one knee slide behind the other. Keep them stacked and level. And then this hip will come up on one side. All the weight's on one buttock, yeah? It could be down there. Inhale. Twist to the top. Inhale again. Exhale, go left. Let the feet be stacked. Let the knees stay together, whether you're on the floor or in the air. Now, those of you that want to progress, straighten out your top leg, trying to keep your knees together. Inhale. Exhale. Pull them back without your spine flattening on the mat. Bend your knee. Inhale again. Exhale, twist the other way. It's only a little way. Find the brink where you feel like, ooh, it's a bit wobbly. I'm having to control this. Shoulders are relaxed. Your head is central, looking straight up now. Can you straighten out your top leg? Might be down here. It's fine. And then bring your knees up to the top and release. One more each way. Inhale. We're playing with levers. Twist, straighten one leg, maybe straighten the other leg. Have you got a little arch behind your waist? Use your core to bring your legs up. Don't let the legs do the work. Bend your knees. Last time, inhale. Exhale, twist. Straighten out your top leg. Straighten out your bottom leg. You might be down there. It's fine. And then twist up to the top. Bend your knees. Replace your foot down and the other foot down. Have a little stretch out. Hip flexors working quite hard here. So squeeze your bottom, push your hips in the air, wriggle around. And then slide your heels in again. Arms come down by your side. You're going to put your right ankle over your left thigh, or whichever side you didn't do last time. You're going to keep your waist long on both sides and your pelvis level. And I want you to pop your hand on your thigh and just push it away. Then flex your foot and hold. Just notice what that's like and where you can feel any sensations. For some of you, you're going to stay there. For others, you're going to lean a little bit to the left. Notice if you just relax your bum and tuck it under, you lose the stretch. A little bit of an arch, feeling like you're pushing your tail down, and it develops a bit more in the hip. Those that wish to, keep that foot flexed and draw your left leg up towards you. Left heel under left knee, under left shoulder. And so that's a nice straight line down the left side. Shoulders are relaxed, elbows are bending, flexed feet, and helping your arms. So the bottom leg is helping you. Well, we must have been doing some work because I've warmed up a bit now. Although my feet are cold. Need my little sockies back on. Lean out to the left. Or nudge your tail down whilst pressing in with your thigh. And then release this foot down to the floor. Keep the ankle on the thigh if you wish to. You're going to pull the foot up towards your hip. If it doesn't suit you, uncross your legs. The foot that's on the floor, which I think will be your left one, shuffle it an inch to the right, and then let your knees twist left, let that foot come down like timber, and as soon as it hits the floor, press it down. Hold your ankle if you need to, and use your muscles to push that top knee away from you, and let the underneath leg go floppy. Hopefully you've got a kind of hip stretch, but it's not rounding your normal kind of medial glutes, your buttocks. It's kind of on the side of the joint, isn't it? The side of the pelvis. Just stay there if you can and breathe. If it's all too much, just uncross your legs and release them. So it depends on your joints, doesn't it? What you can cope with and what feels okay. So some good stretches around your hips because we've done some good leg work today, as well as some core and some back and some bottom and some arms. We did triceps, we did upper back, rhomboids. Just wait for it to give. Encourage it to let go. And then sliding that leg away, bringing one knee up, bringing the other leg up. Release your pelvis slowly. From there, roll onto your side. Push yourself over onto your tummies. So a little bit of work for our upper backs, our postures, our shoulders, and a bit of natural extension from your lower back. So I want you to have your legs out behind you. They are just relaxed and hip width apart. And you're going to come down onto your tummy and take your arms out into I surrender. So your elbows are level with your shoulders. Oops. And your forehead comes down onto the floor. Shrug your shoulders up so you know where you don't want them. And then pull your shoulders down so you can feel the difference. Take a breath in. Relax your legs and then push into your hands, your wrists, your forearms, your elbows. Peel your way up until you're in a nice arc, a curve. And you're oozing your heart forwards. Not shrugging the shoulders up, but sliding them down. Belly still on the floor, bottom of your rib cage still on the floor. And then come down again. Take a breath in. And then push with your forearms. Peel your way up, heart forwards, chest open. Not pinching the neck, but just gently looking out the direction of travel, as it were. And then down you come. Go again, inhale. Exhale. So for a lot of us, even though you sort of think, oh, I want to come right up here, this is really important because we become very rounded in our thoracic spine, particularly if you're a cyclist, particularly if you're at a desk quite a lot and driving quite a lot. We can't help ourselves. The upper back becomes a bit rounded and then release down. Take another breath in. Peel your way up. Now again, it's not about height because I'm now going to ask you to squeeze your tummy and your bottom, draw your shoulders down, inhale, and then as you exhale, lift your arms just a little bit off the floor without losing the height. Pull your elbows down to your waist with your elbows tipped low and your hands in that lovely diagonal line. So rather than being poked up like a chicken, point your elbows down, heart forwards, shoulder blades in the back of your waist, looking out in front of you, lovely long neck. Bring your arms back to 90, bring them down and release. So the first move is passive in the sense the arms do the work. The second move is very active. Take a breath in, push with your hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, heart lifted. Feel the height that you've got to, tighten your knees, thighs, bottom, tummy. Inhale. If you can do it, tummy up and lift your arms. Pull down. Try and maintain the height. You'll be feeling it down here now in your lower back. But squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. Open out the collarbones. Bring your arms back to 90 degrees. Bring them down. Is your tummy still up? And release. So please get off the bus. If you prefer the first move, then get off at that bus stop. Here we go again. Inhale. Peel up. Strong knees, thighs, bottom, pelvic floor, tummy. Inhale. Exhale, float up. Only if you feel safe to, start to reach forwards. Reach out in front of you, look out in front of you. Much heavier. And then bring your elbows back. Place your hands down and release. Stay there. Just release down. Bring your arms down by your side. Turn your head one way and let your shoulders flop. Give your pelvis a little wriggle. And then turning your head the other way, relax your neck the other side. Head back to the centre, hands go down, push yourselves up and back. Finishing with a hip flexor stretch. Bring one leg forwards, it's got a good 90-degree knee bend. Turn your hips to the front, chest to the front, ribs to the front, resting your hands on this leg. If you need to fold up your mat or towel or anything for under that knee, then you can. And sink your hips down. While you're here, scoop up with your pelvic floor and your tummy like you're trying to traction your rib cage up and out of your pelvis. If you wish to, bring your hands down to the inside of that leg and have a little rock from side to side, but trying to keep your back flat and not rounding it. So you're keeping the sense of forward direction, forward motion. You could stay with any of those, or pop your hand on the inside of your leg, tighten your tummy. We're going to go in both directions, so don't worry if you've twisted the wrong way, because we're going to twist both ways. So open out, letting the hips sink forwards here, and then bring that hand down, pop it underneath where your shoulder would be, twist the other way, turn your torso, your ribs first, then your shoulders, then the arm. You can look out to the side or you can look up at your hand. Bring that down, have a little rock from side to side, push yourself up onto your thigh, one arm goes up, squeezing your bottom, other arm goes up, arch back, inhale, exhale. If this doesn't suit you, hands on your legs or stay here, it's okay. And then, are you ready? Whew. Shuffle your front leg through to the back, move around, loosen things off, and then let's stride forwards with the other leg, sink forwards, open knee joint 90 degrees or bigger, sink your pelvis into it, relax your back foot, if I can. Stay here if you wish to. Breathe a few times, deep breaths. Squeeze it. Come forwards if you can, hands to the inside, have a little rock around. Try and ooze your chest forwards. Those of you that wish to can stay here. Those of you that are able to, open out and twist. We're going both ways, so it doesn't matter. Let the weight go forwards. And then bring it back. Engage your tummy, twist your rib cage, shoulders, then neck. So you're getting the movement in the torso, not just wrenching your shoulder around and your head round. Sink forwards and down, you're nearly there. We've got this in the back of the leg and the hip. And then hand on thigh, push yourself up. Relax the back foot if you can. One arm goes up, engage your tummy for support. Other arm goes up, arch back. Whoa, big reach. Slowly coming out of it. Hands go down. Shuffle your front leg through. Hands on the floor. Tuck your toes under and let's go back and up into downward facing dog one last time with a heel toe. Your palms are flat, your index finger is down, your head is heavy, and then ease those heels towards the floor. Doesn't matter if they don't go down. Pull up on the knees and the thighs, scoop your tummy in, feel the back of the legs opening out. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Almost like the armpits are turning to face each other. Two deep breaths. One more time. Exhale. Bend the knees quite a lot, engage your tummy. Begin to walk your hands in, or if you need to, you come down onto all fours and you step one leg forwards into a lunge. Let your head dangle. If you're from a lunge position, hands on thigh, push yourself up. But if you're here, then you push with your legs, unravel your spine, rolling up slowly. You get to the top, sweeping your arms. Reach. Bring them down, roll them around. Soften your knees a bit, engage your core a little bit, and let's finish with a la-di-da. Lifting the ribs out of the pelvis, using traction in the middle of your waist. And begin to slow it down.